Last week on Talk SA, we discussed investing in Africa. We spoke to an aspiring entrepreneur in Soweto, attended a business conference in Sandton, and later on, Aya showed us her salesman skills. Today on Talk SA, we look at alternative jobs in South Africa. We find out the passion and dedication it takes to follow your heart and do something out of the usual work convention.
Keletso efe eo o ikileng wa fumana malibana le kgetho ya mosebetsi eo o ile wa fitisisa go motho o mong jalo ka motswadi o nahana gore go bohlokwa bakeng sa ngwana wa hao go inahana hantle pele ha anka qeto ya profession re utla batjha ba bangata ba bua ka mosebetsi o na leng tšhelete e ngata Chiseho le lerato di bohlokwa hakakang mosebetsing eo re etsang.
Mosebetsi mengata e ka etsang gore e fapaneng. O ka etsa go ka ba doctor, o ka ba specialist o ba doctor.
For me personally, I think that the unique jobs are really in the entertainment industry, in terms of the acting, music, dancing.
Marine type of careers, I think those are they're very scarce type of careers, but I'm not sure, I'm not detailed in such fields.
My career choice is music production. I'm studying producing, I'm studying also sound engineering.
I mean, I think my career is the unique job that I'm doing. Because I'm a personal trainer, interested in construction.
The other jobs, doctors and accountants, they're everything not anybody can be, but you know, they're more typical jobs to go for.
The reason why I chose public relations because I love interacting with people and I think I'd make a very good PR.
Saving clubs or stokvels are an emerging phenomenon in South Africa with a turnover of about 5.6 billion rand annually. Talk SA visited Busi Skenjana, an extraordinary woman who is living testimony that anyone can find success in this Kasi-invented saving culture.
I'm ready. You was trying now?
I'm ready.
Oh, then welcome.
Umgodiswane umgalelwane I society, you know, it's ke batho ha ba kopana ba tlo beha tšhelete together, tšhelete ba e behela ho etsa dilo tse different. Molemo wa stokfela ke ho thusana primarily, and ha se re hlalosa ho thusana ka tsela tse ngata tse fapaneng, go thusana ka tšhelete ha o hlaile mathata like lefu le khotla la hao le tla o thusa go thusana hape emotionally. I always say ha ke bua le bomme ba makhotla mo di workshopong ke sometimes bomme ba bangata o ya society sa o khathezo na le mathata a hae a lapeng ha o fitla society o ntse o bua le bomme ba bang, you know, o thola re bothata bonana ke ba ha o le mong until ba bang ba ntse bana le bona, as a result le a thusana.
Ke eng e leng ya go kgothatsa go ba involved mosebetsing ona?
I got a lot of inspiration ko ho khothala ha ke bona tswelo pele e leng ya ba teng bophelong baka because of society se kileng ka se joina very early in my life. And ka nako o ene le dintho tse basic like hore ke etse ntlo ya ka re e gabe e bentle, you know, ne ke khothala ke ithuta bomme ba ne ke tsamaya le bona. But from a business perspective, I chose to focus in marketing. That's my specialty. And then more marketing, be ke rata di stokfela, you know, ke re no ke tlo analyzer di-stockfellas in terms of tswelopele ya tsona. And ke thola hore batho ba bangata banka ha ba hlokomele molemo or the importance ya di-stockfel. So nna ntho e leng ya tsore ke ikgethele mosebetsi o because I just get excited ha ke kopana le bomme ba di-stockfela, whether ba lwana or ba etsang, you know, it's a mixture of things within stockfels. So for me, it's not a work, it's not asimsebetsi, you know, it's just part of life. And also le hore ke a ithuta mo bona and I'm able to share tsebo e ke nang le yona le bona. So stockfela ke that discipline ya o saver. I always say but you don't mess up ka contributions tsa stockfela. O kampa kolota batho ba bang, mara o ska ba kolota stockfela. So it's that compulsory saving culture.
And what are your future plans in your career?
Ka bokhutswane nna career ya ka ka nnete how no kgonahala ho sena dintho tse ding tse ka mphazamisang. I would really like to see myself, you know, growing within the stockfel movement, but also ke rute le bana ba banyane hore le bona ba nke di-stockfela seriously in a positive way. You know, even students, those that are studying ba etsang marketing, you know, they can actually follow on my footsteps. You know, we need to write books about stockfels. Ntho e ngata batho ba bantsho unfortunately ha re ngole bongata ba rona ha re bale dibuka. So information e teng ka di-stockfela tshwanetse re ngole ka yona so that batho ba bang ba ithute ho tswela pele.
After the break on Talk SA, Prince shows off his interesting art, and we head off to downtown Pretoria to a local CD store.
Wa go khotsofatsa mosebetsi wa hao? Ana wa o rata? Ana ha o tsoga hoseng o itumeletse ho ya mosebetsing wa hao? Ha re utlweng hore le reng?
Then say quantity surveying for like a year, but then I wasn't accepted as a beauty. So I was forced to come up with Gauteng. And then when I got here, I'm doing operations management, and it's completely different from the hands and my interests.
Ngangifuna ukuba ngiyenze civil engineering noma chemical. Kodwa ekugcineni ngaze ngathola i-preference eyayinhle ikakhulu technology. Iyagcina ingithola sengisebenza emsakazweni.
I'm also like a pro dancer. I break dance with a crew called Most Wanted B-Word Crew.
I wake up from 4 o'clock. I start working at 5 a.m. I'm used to it, 5 until 8 p.m.
I don't really do it for the money, but money follows you if you really love what you're doing.
A lot of us are forced into doing something that we intend on doing. It's usually from high school. We're not actually, we're not taken to test of actually checking our abilities of what we're actually good at.
I did math and science because my parents and my uncle, they did it. So it is a family thing. So ngathi mangiqhubeka sengenza lezo ifundo zobuciko kanjalo, ngabuye sengibona manje ngoba sengidlulile kuzona sengiphasile ngaphusa futhi ukuthi sengibona impilo ukuthi yenzeka kanjani.
Do what you love, whether it's unique or the typical job of being the doctor in the family, you know. Be passionate about it, because the only way you can do great is if you do what you love.
Prince Twala is an industrial artist who makes really interesting art using kitchen utensils, amongst other things. We caught up with Umtagati at the Unity Gallery in Newtown.
My name is Prince Ozo. My dad is a jazz artist. I'm from Alex, Gomorrah, yeah. But some people don't believe I'm Alexandrian because they think I'm international.
So about honali the Portsmouth. Di batlang di Portsmouth Gallery.
All right, the Portsmouth Mamzazo, kids and Tobo, because this one, I call them, you must check the titles. This one, because it's got the Pubesi, Lion of Judah. All right? And then this one, Nkarikama China.
Oh, okay, the last samurai.
Yeah. It's a Wudang. Wudang, son. Yeah. So this is the ladies in the army.
Okay.
So it's a hat, Mamzazo. Auchebabon, Tobo, Hercules, and the Ten Valleys, and all movies, ne? And then you go one, all right? And then two. Wow. And then you carry that, what they call it, a samurai.
Yes.
It's Samoa. And then you ride a horse. Like this. Oh yeah. You ride. Yeah. It's for warriors, mama.
Ke eng etsa gore o etse mosebetsi ona?
Alright. For sure, what I used to do, Mokhane, I used to sit like this before I go to school, and I'll hold a foroko and I'll hold it for. My mom will say, "Sit properly." And I'm like, and then I'll hold a foroko for like hours, you know. So this foroko thing, it always it was in my heart. Yeah. And then the first ring that I make, they said, "No, Prince, who's gonna buy the thing, man?" But I mean, it's not pizza. I see makeke or makuku. Check. So this was used Kantoka show. My show at the Unity, it was starting on the 3rd March up to the 30th. And then they had to extend the show because it was so good. This one, the title is called Time Will Tell. So I put a big clock. This was the price. Yeah. To 1,200.
Wow.
Yeah. So a friend bought it already.
Oh.
And then I recovered Pielo. Show Mamzozo. Say, "Prince, I love it, I love it." He says, "Prince, what did you do?" I'm fana kohai. 1 + 1 is 1. 1 + 1 is 1.
Should we hold it up so people can see? Properly.
First day when you put this one, I don't know if the Prince, I'm tired now. Said, "Prince, you're gonna do it." We had to buy all this to join these guys. We had to buy this, and we go look for the watch. You know how much was the watch? We had to look for the batteries there. We put it in. We put the watch on time. Yeah. That's why I'm saying time will tell. The name of the sculpture. It's called Time Will Tell. But me, guys, anything that Aki sound, they go like, "Wow, what is this, Bobo?" So they loved it more Fashion Week, but no, Prince, we love you, man. We like your style. You are unique. Some American girls, French, and then they go, "Wow, Prince."
King who inspire. Is it Batu Batla Huena Bari Kikupa wedding ring, or you see something, you see a nice pair of glasses, and then the glasses King?
People I work with, Irene, Pat, and Andrew and Rob. And then out there, I want to say to the youth, you know, hurry, you must stop doing wrong things. Because according to your works, you get paid. And then you do good, good will follow you. And you do bad, when bad follow you, don't say, "Oh, why bad things are following me?" Turn to say, "Bobo, hurry, wow, we are here for right things, righteousness." Yeah. That's Prince House. Thank you.
Sometimes it's just not up to us, and circumstances redirect our career path. Steve Cd's store in Marabastad, Pretoria is a heartwarming one.
Yeah, well, I'm from Pretoria and born here, and in Marabastad, born in Marabastad. And I opened the shop in 1971, which is 42 years ago.
And tell me, do you have something interesting or something that stands out that you experienced, maybe something with a customer that you've experienced over the time that you've owned the store?
Yes, I had a customer about a year ago. He was an elderly gentleman. Somebody brought him here and he said, "I'm from America," and he introduced himself, and he said, "I'm looking for a Lee Morgan Tomcat." Lee Morgan, and the title of the CD is Tomcat. Would you have that? I said, "Yes, I have that." And I showed it to him. The price was very, very reasonable. It was, in fact, marked down here. And he told me, "I am from America. I have looked in all the stores that I know in America, and I couldn't find it anywhere. Wow. And I am surprised that I got it here, and at the price that I'm getting it." So he was very happy. And I was happy that a man from America has come to get a CD that is played by an American jazz musician, not available there to him, but it was available in my store, you know.
How long ubereka mo?
13 years ago, already quitting. 13 years already quitting.
Hi, it's been a long time. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Mino tata, and I get weeds. Hey, so where I more, you can create knowledge in you. So I go easy tata, you know, go on Palana Peter. I guess at home. Okay.
But I have 3 staff who are also dedicated to their work, and I come here because I feel I owe it to them also. There's no point in me sitting at home and say, oh, well, we'll close down 3 days in the week, and I must consider my staff. If I open, we can do some business and all of us can carry on until things improve.
After the break on Talk SA, we explore the business of bees in Mzansi, and Sidiso tells us why he's so attached to horses. The bee industry in South Africa is a lot under the radar. Jasko in the Free State province took it upon himself to start teaching youngsters about apiology.
The bee, we hlokomela jwalo ka hlokomela phoofolo nngwe le nngwe hobane e kotsi. Yeah. If you tshwara mpe e tla kgona go e o tshwara mpe le yona.
He's wearing gloves, but I'm generally okay with not wearing gloves with bees. I would actually have had my full suit on today, but I know these bees pretty well. A smoker is just generally what you use a smoker for, is when you smoke inside the hive. It's sort of the bees think in nature that they smoke, there's a fire outside, so they start gorging themselves with honey. And that sort of calms them down, because when they're full, they don't want to fight. You know, it's like you're eating on a Sunday lunch. So they gorge themselves full, and that stops them from being, you know, sort of in a stingless mood. So what we're going to do here is, what they usually do is they propolis everything. It's a special glue that they use to sanitize the hive and to stop any sort of rain or water to get into the hive, because they live in a dry environment. They're pretty calm. They look happy. They look healthy.
Ke rata hobane notsi ke tsona tse etsang hore re thola dijalo. Le lo hape hore ke tsona hore tse kgona go fa le magea hore le tsukire.
More than a third of our food is actually generated by bees, so that we can eat and for the feed for the animals. So bees are very, very important, and they also teach, like the youth and whoever wants to do beekeeping, you know, life skills, because a bee is a teacher. It keeps itself clean.
Notsi ke tsona tse ke bona hore twengisa pila baneng ke batla ba beekeeper leng. Yeah.
Sidiso, who's a farrier in the Free State province, gives us insight into his unique job.
Kadile ho tella dipero kenya dieta tsa dipere ka 98 mara ki tutor from ho tloa ho farrier eng motho a kenyang dieta. Ha o bonolo haka, even though uta motho right mosebetsi ona ha o bonolo haka, so ho bohloko take mona na ha o dula o iname so na go etele, so tlamea o nke nako hanyane because ha o ka ya holo batho ba bangata ba robe ya mokoko monana so tlamea o ya hanyane ka fona go ngo tlo fumana hore o ka nna wa nka sele le mo sa bobedi wa bosotsi o ba o starta ka ho trimma pele akere o faila fela o sa kenye die, and then o ye step se seng sa o etsa o kenya dinyewe dipekere so ena e hare e tsamaelana le ena yena ke yane e madi so ha o nka sepekere sane o se kenya mo pere ya hao e lemetse o tlameha o bo right place ena di line tse 3 ke line ya ka thoko ya e shwileng kore yena na ke yane e thata ya and then line ya bobedi ke yane sepekere tlamelang se kene teng se lo hlaka ntle ya boraro ke yane e madi so ha o ka wa fitla ho eo e madi e shwe ha e sa tla sebetsa ho ha to nka kgodi tse pedi tse tharo kore o tloa bonyaneng like moshimane a monyenya wa kgona hore a tshabe akere nenneng ha ntsa ya agent tse ya odimo ntsa kgona ho bona hore ai ntho ena ha ena phoso le nna ke a o rata hobane wa tseba hangata kore monana South Africa o na le tjhelete e ngata sebetsi o motle haholo ha fela o batla ne ke sa rate dipego ho ha ne ke tsha mara ka 93 ke a ile hore ke na le thasello nyenyana ho sebetsana le dipego ke mo ke sebetsana le tsona hona jwa so ha ke nahane hore na le mosebetsi o mong ka o sebetsa ntle le dipego ke bona ka ke tlabe ke lo shwa ke ntse ke sebetsana le pego bana hona mosebetsi o mong ka ba ka o sebetsa.
It's time now for your Nation Builders of the Week. This is a space where you get to decide who amongst our featured guests on today's show was more influential. Your choices are Busi Skenjana, Prince Twala, and Tsidiso. SMS your name, the keyword talk, and your option to 33120. Keep talking, South Africa. Next week on Talk SA, we say, I'm South African and I'm a proud Afrikaner.
Nogal bekend as 'n Afrikaanse stad. Ek dink Bloemfontein is baie meer Afrikaans as ander stede en is nogal trots Afrikaans.
Today in history, we celebrate Solomon Teki Shoplaki, who was a human rights activist. Together with other founding members, they established the African National Congress, a movement that stood for equality and freedom in South Africa. Today, the ANC rules South Africa after winning a historic democratic election back in 1994.
Hai re bua ka hore mosebetsi ha iyo empa ha re shebe rona hore attitude ya rona is jwang towards mosebetsi. That is why ha o kgetha mosebetsi ho tshwantse ho nke nako. You need to do research o batle motho o tla ho guide, and once you do that o be le lerato for mosebetsi wa hao. Be passionate about it. The money will follow, and remember that the perfect career is there for each and every one of us. You just have to find it.